I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Imagine a moment that seems so simple, yet has the power to shake the hearts of millions around the world. A moment that lasts only a few seconds, but feels eternal in the minds of everyone who witnesses it. This is what happened when Taehyung and Jungkook, Taekook, were once again caught on camera, creating an interaction that left ARMY unable to move on to this day. As we all know, the relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook has always been in the spotlight. From concert stages, live broadcasts, to private moments that were accidentally revealed, the two of them seem to share something so genuine. No need for sweet words or exaggerated gestures. Just an exchange of glances and a small smile, and the world seems to stop spinning. For them, and for us who are watching.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
In the latest moment now being widely discussed, the camera captured a simple interaction between Taehyung and Jungkook. At first, it looked like an ordinary moment. Two friends joking, laughing, and leaning close to each other. But if you look closer, there are little details that make the atmosphere feel different. Jungkook's gaze that seemed unable to look away from Taehyung, the shy smile that appeared uncontrollably, and the way Taehyung looked back calmly yet confidently. All of it created an emotional story that can only be understood by those who have truly followed Taekook's journey.
Is everybody in the world?
Imagine Jungkook's position at that time, an idol known for his confidence on stage, full of charisma and always captivating audiences. Yet in front of Taehyung, he seemed to transform into someone softer, even a little nervous. As if every wall he had built for the outside world crumbled instantly. Jungkook was simply himself, pure, honest, and unpretentious. And isn't that the purest form of love? The comfort of being yourself without having to pretend. Meanwhile, Taehyung, in his own unique way, appeared calm. No exaggerated expressions, no forced movements. But from that calmness emerged a strength that is hard to explain. As if he knew exactly how to act. As if he wanted to be a source of comfort for Jungkook, whether consciously or unconsciously. His gaze was full of meaning, and the small smile he gave felt like an unspoken promise. That moment went viral. Armies around the world discussed it, created clips, and even slowed down every frame just to catch the tiniest details that might have been missed. Some noticed how Jungkook's fingers slightly trembled, while others observed how Taehyung leaned his body toward Jungkook, as if making sure he was fully present for him. These small details became the focus of endless fan discussions, sparking countless theories and interpretations. But what exactly made this moment so special? Haven't we seen countless sweet interactions between Taekook before? The answer may lie in its sincerity. There was something about this moment that felt different, more intimate, more genuine. It wasn't just the camera catching them by chance. It was as though the world truly paused just to spotlight the two of them. And this is where we begin to wonder, is this simply a close friendship? Or is there something unspoken lingering between them? That question hangs in the air, igniting curiosity that keeps us wanting to know more. Every smile, every glance, every small movement, all of it feels filled with meaning. ARMY often describes Taekook's relationship as something more than friendship. It's also difficult to define. Perhaps this is what makes their moments so magical, the uncertainty that fuels our imagination. They don't need to declare anything, because even without words, the feelings are already so clear. Looking back, there have already been so many similar moments. Remember when Taehyung confidently reached for Jungkook's hand on stage? Or when Jungkook attentively focused on every small detail Taehyung did? These are puzzle pieces that, when put together, form a story of breathtaking beauty. And this new moment is just one more piece in the long story they've been building for years. Yet, something feels different this time. Jungkook appeared more vulnerable, more transparent. For armies who have followed them for a long time, the shift in his expression was undeniable. He was no longer just smiling or laughing. His face radiated emotions that were hard to conceal. There was a blush on his cheeks, a sparkle in his eyes, and a subtle nervousness that made everyone wonder. Was this a sign that his feelings were becoming harder to hide? Taehyung, though calm, looked warmer than usual. His smile wasn't just that of a friend. It felt more like the smile of someone who wanted to reassure, protect, and even promise safety. In an instant, viewers felt like they were watching two hearts speak silently, understanding one another without words. Perhaps this is why armies find it so hard to move on, because this moment isn't just something to watch, it's something to feel. We aren't just seeing two idols interacting. We're experiencing the energy they radiate. That energy touches something deep inside us, evoking warmth, vulnerability, and pure affection. And when the moment ended, that's when the curiosity grew even stronger. What was Jungkook really feeling at that time? What was Taehyung thinking as he looked back at him? Did they realize that this small interaction would be talked about by millions worldwide? Or were they so immersed in the moment that they forgot the cameras were even there? Behind all the theories and speculations, one thing is certain. Taekook always has a way of creating something special, something that cannot be faked, something so natural. And this is what sets them apart. They're not just bandmates, not just friends, but two souls somehow always connected, even in the simplest of moments. We may never know exactly what that moment meant to them, but perhaps that's where the beauty lies. Because love, in any form, doesn't always need to be defined with words. Sometimes, love is only meant to be felt, understood through glances or even through silence. For ARMY, this moment will always be remembered. A reminder that even as the world keeps moving, there are tiny seconds powerful enough to make time stand still. Seconds that are simple yet meaningful, that make our hearts race and our smiles impossible to hide. Seconds that once again leave us unable to move on. So, what exactly did we see in that moment? Were there just two friends who deeply care for each other? Or were we witnessing a love story quietly blossoming behind the cameras? That question may never be answered, and perhaps it doesn't need to be. Because in the end, what matters is not the label we give, but the feeling we experience. And that feeling is undeniably strong. Taekook has once again proven that magic doesn't always come from grand gestures. Sometimes it arrives in small, unexpected moments. And when those moments happen, all we can do is sit still, mesmerized, and let our hearts get swept away. Because in the end, isn't that what makes us love them? That behind all the spotlight, there are real humans, genuine feelings, and love we can all feel together. And maybe, just maybe, this moment isn't the last. Who knows? In the future, we may once again witness another interaction. One more surprising, more emotional, and even harder to forget. So the question now is, are our hearts ready for the next moment? Or will we once again be trapped, unable to move on, every time Taehyung and Jungkook are caught on camera? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The story of Taekook is far from over.